Hello, so you want to start short form content? Here's my tips and tricks to get you started. So, while I recognize this is called TikTok 101, this applies for any type of short form content, anything like Insta Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, anything like that. So, this is your guide to posting short form content by me, Mark. I go by Unremarkable in my online spaces. So yeah. So who am I and why am I qualified? Because you should know why you're listening to me. Hey, look, those are some big numbers. I had some videos pop off that did pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with them. So yeah. Why bother with short form content? It's a really great way to reach new audiences, and shorter form video can be a lot easier to produce because it's shorter. It's just that simple. And I found short form content to be really responsive. Like if you're making good quality stuff, in my experience on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, that's where I have the most experience in, it's really gonna respond well. If you do something good, you're gonna get a good response from it. If you don't do something good, you're gonna get almost no views. And that is kind of regardless of how many followers you have. I have videos that I post that'll get like 30 views, despite the fact that I have 20,000 followers on TikTok, and that's because they weren't good videos. I didn't put the effort into them. But when you do something that really hits the right niche, it'll pop off and you'll get like 1 million views. It's crazy. So a big thing, search engine optimization, SEO. If this isn't a phrase you've heard of before, it's something you should start thinking about. It's using keywords in the text of your description. If you're uploading to YouTube specifically, you can add tags using hashtags, things like that. Can be really important and really helpful. And even with things like naming your channel, if you type in the name of what you want to name yourself online and 50 other accounts pop up before you, it's going to be a little rough for your search engine optimization. So SEO, it's something to think about, and it's an idea to look into further. I'm not going to go too in depth just because this is an overview guide of everything. So how to do well, in my experience, TikTok gauges your interaction, so take advantage of that. TikTok can measure, and other things are very similar. They'll measure data like how long someone watches, if they like, if they share, if they comment. So trying to get people to do those specific actions, if you just want those good numbers, can be really helpful, in addition to just having something that is interesting to watch. I've had videos that I've made before, I'm like, dang, even after editing this, which I'm usually sick of looking at my own stuff after editing, I still want to watch it because it's just nice and satisfying. Those are the ones that I'm most proud of, and I think they do well. In my experience, quality is a lot more important over quantity, especially when you're starting out. Don't get me wrong, quantity and being consistent is important. That's something that I struggle with and I wish I was better at, but quality generally does well over quantity. And if you're going to do one, you might as well do them all. It's not that hard to format your videos to go on all of the platforms. YouTube, Insta Reels, and TikTok are kind of the main ones. Try not to have the TikTok watermark if possible. Like if you're uploading TikTok first, it gets kind of corny. And just be aware of copyright. Something that I specifically noticed is like YouTube gets kind of angry if you upload under your own audio. Like uploading your own audio, even if it's an audio from a TikTok, it's kind of strange. You're better off, if you're posting to YouTube Shorts, uploading under a sound that's already established if possible. They can get kind of funky with copyright, so just kind of be aware of that. And have your socials linked. You never know when one platform will pop off over another. And if you want to funnel those people into one specific platform, having them all linked together is a must, because once that train starts rolling, if you hit the niche in the right spot, you're not going to be able to slow it down and be like, oh, wait, I want you guys to click on my stuff now. Like, nope, they've already seen it and they're gone. You're out of their mind. You really got to hit it just like that. Participate in relevant trends while they are relevant. This can be cringe sometimes, but if it's something that works, if you have a good idea, participate in it. In my experience, scheduling videos doesn't work well, especially with TikTok for some reason. I think they might have some sort of glitch in their code or something, or I don't know what. Scheduling videos just never has seemed to work for me. I recommend just uploading them. Yes, there's different times, like certain times of the day may give you better viewage over others, but in general, I don't pay too much attention to that. You can kind of do well uploading at any time. Live streaming can be hit or miss depending on the content. On TikTok specifically, you need to get approval to cast to PC. This is something they don't make super clear of what you need to achieve to get that. It just kind of appears one day in your app, and casting to PC means basically like you can stream from OBS to your TikTok, which really opens the gate depending on what you want to do, because then you don't have to stream just from your phone. You can use outside content. You can stream to multiple platforms at once if that's something your software has the capability to do. Avoid dead space. You know, a lot of short form content nowadays will have the vertical like shaping, and that doesn't work well if you're, you know, primarily doing horizontal stuff and then want to translate it to vertical. Sometimes you'll end up with dead space, and I think it just kind of looks weird. There's ways to get around it to make it somewhat interesting, and you can get creative with how you frame your shots so that you're able to do that. And generally just write down ideas and save sounds that you like, you know, while you're just doom scrolling like me. You know, write down ideas, save sounds you like. You can come back to them later. I like to write stuff down, come back to it in a week, and if I still think it's a good idea, I'll do it. If I come back in a week and I'm like, I don't really care about that, I don't think that was that good of an idea, I won't do it. But I keep that list going because it's a good exercise in just trying to come up with creative ideas. Keep in mind dead space specifically that comes up through the app like this. There'll be different device resolutions and things like this, just with different sizes of phones, different amount of your video will be on screen. So it becomes an interesting balance of, okay, I want to fill up all this space, but I want to make sure I'm not putting text like underneath the description or behind that like button, or maybe like too close to the sides where on different devices that'll actually get cut off. You know, this is something you can mess around with by just uploading to your own phone, seeing how things look on other people's phones. Just something to be aware of while you're doing things like this. Yeah, sounds, you can upload them. TikTok, you can get paid. I've been paid a total of $105, but as you can see, most days I make no money because I don't get any views. It's really hard to regularly make money off that, and from what I understand from even people who do content creation professionally, the majority of their money will not come from TikTok. And there's like a list. I just have like sounds that I save, just like, hey, that's something I want to come back to later. Either it's just something as I enjoy. And you can see me making a little face there showing the screenshot of the thing. On the bottom there you can see the different options of while you're creating. I personally don't create much in the app. I find it easier to just create within a video editor and then just upload directly to TikTok. But that's something you have an option to. On the bottom there you can see where you scroll between camera, story, and templates. If you keep going further, eventually maybe you'll get the option of live, and then within that maybe you'll get the option to live cast it to PC, which is like I mentioned. Income, it's possible. It's not very nice. The creator marketplace there, it's interesting. There's been some brand deal. I did one brand deal for a keyboard, and I mean I got a free keyboard out of it, but it was kind of a shit keyboard, gonna be honest, and yeah, it wasn't really worth it in the end because I just got a keyboard that takes up space in my closet, but I got it for free, I guess. So just how to upload in general, it's pretty easy. What I personally do is I upload from my PC. Like I said, I like to edit in like DaVinci Resolve. So you can just go right to the TikTok webpage, and in the top corner you'll see a place to drag and drop your files. You can also upload in the app. Something I would be aware of is camera quality. The TikTok app isn't optimized for all phone cameras, so sometimes things that you record in the app might actually be lower resolution than your camera is capable of. So sometimes it is beneficial to record just in your phone's native camera app and then upload to TikTok. Sometimes you might get a better resolution. And also just being aware, most of the time if you're recording from your phone, you'll use the inside camera because then you can see yourself. Use the outside camera if you can. It makes a big difference in camera quality if you're a nerd about camera quality like me and want good looking videos. But also keep in mind that it's TikTok. People aren't expecting 4K footage, and oftentimes the app will lower the resolution. Just get things that look, as long as your camera quality isn't bad. You don't need stunning, you just need not bad. And that's all that I have. If you guys have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on your content journey.